Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Manifest Tarot. I'm so glad you're here today. All right, I have to tell a little story. So I was hiking this morning and I was thinking I was wondering what should be the subject of the reading basically today. And I was going down the slope, and there in the mud, half peeking out of the mud, was this beautiful stone. It's so beautiful and so unusual for this area. It's just such a lovely stone, and it was half hidden. It was half hidden, buried in the mud. And it made me think of things that are hidden from us, or half hidden, partially hidden, and thinking about our subconscious. What our subconscious thinks is partially revealed to us in our behaviors and our beliefs, etc., etc., but it's not fully clear to us unless we pay attention, yet it's not fully hidden from us because we see the effects of our subconscious beliefs. So this is the topic. We're going to channel, I'm going to channel your subconscious here, and we're going to have 3 piles. And within those 3 piles, we're going to do our hidden messages from our subconscious. So I'm going to have, within the 3 piles, I'm going to have 3 little mini piles, one for abundance / money, one for career, and one for love. So that is the plan. And to do that, I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck. This very handsome wolf is ready to tell us what's up. Actually, this one, these are pile number 1 and pile number 2, and I think I need to shuffle it again to get the 3rd card. Here's the pile 3. And I do want to just show you this one. I think that at least one person needs to see it. This is card number 17, Mandala of the Heart. Gorgeous card, but let's put this aside and I will reveal to you the card. So this is pile number 1. This is card number 32, Lasya of Parvati. Pile number 2, you have 8, Bath Coal. I might not be pronouncing that right, but correctly. Oh, look at how beautiful, look at how serendipitous that is. Look at the colors are so close. I think this is going to have to be the stone for this pile. And pile number 3, you have 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla. Wow. So for those of you, and that's card 41 if I didn't, I'm not sure if I said, but that's card number 32, card number 8, and card number 41. So if you have enough, actually, sorry, I'm going to put crystals out for these 2 cards, and then I'm going to consult the guidebook and give you all a little bit more information about the 3 cards. But after I set the crystals out, of course, if you want to skip ahead to the piles after that or right now, be my guest, but I will be right back with the crystals. All right, we're back. I have set out the other 2 crystals for pile number 1, for card number 32, Lasya of Parvati. I have this amethyst oval. And for, I mean, the light coming through this is just so gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it at all, but it's just luminous. There's part of this amethyst that is very opaque, and then part of it is very translucent. So for pile number 2, card number 8, Bath Coal, we have this mystery, pink mystery rock. This half-hidden, very subconscious rock. This rock is channeling our subconscious right now. And for pile number 3, this is card 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla. This is the labradorite hexagonal point. All right. So yes, I'm going to leave the timestamps below. So if you have enough information with anything that you're seeing, that you're feeling, that you're drawn to, please go ahead and click the timestamp for whichever pile you want. And for the rest of you, I'm going to grab the guidebook and just talk a little bit about each of these. Right, for card number 32, Lasya of Parvati, the guidebook says, there is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild and frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle is a sign of great future happiness. All right, so in manifestation speak, if I'm going to equate this with let's say Neville Goddard's teachings, this would be symbolizing the sit and tell no one, you know, like manifest, keep your own counsels, tell no man, he would say, you know, just take no, you do not have to take action. You don't have to lift a finger to manifest. This is what this card is symbolizing in for conscious manifestation. Let's look at this one, number 8. All right, here we are. Eschew complicated explanations as you seek the simplicity of the deepest truth of your heart. Gently but firmly cast aside that which does not resonate as being true for your heart. Focus upon and speak from a higher spiritual perspective. All prayers are answered at the perfect time and in the perfect way. You have a powerful voice which can foster healing and wisdom on our planet. So, for to equate this to manifestation, conscious manifestation, this card is symbolizing not wavering, just not wavering, deciding what you want, and consciously manifesting and living in the end of that which you want, and not wavering from that. These are nice and clear. Let's look at this one, card number 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla. Card number 41. You are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. Well, this is talking about, in my opinion, talking about self-concept and really getting into the subconscious fears that we have that might be blocking our manifestations. And it's kind of related to this, isn't, not wavering, deciding what you want. But this one is kind of going into recognizing if there's something that is louder. This is a key. Recognizing whether there's a voice in your subconscious louder than your conscious manifestation. And that louder voice in your subconscious, what is it doing? It's drowning out your conscious manifestations with the constant subconscious churning of this fear or this doubt or this whatever. So that's what this card is. So we have self-concept here. Strengthening, or not strength, well, I don't know how to put it. Maybe, I guess strengthening, for lack of a better term. Maybe I'll think of a better way to say it before I do the reading. So this is what we have. And I will put a little bit about the different meanings in the timestamps. And I will put of course, the timestamps, and I will put the name of the cards in the timestamps too, so give you a little bit more information. So take as much time as you need to make your choice, and I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, welcome. I'm so glad you came to this pile so that we can explore this whole concept together of getting messages from your subconscious mind. So we have this beautiful card number 32, Lasya of Parvati. I'm going to put this up here. And with it, you chose this amethyst oval, and I just don't know how I can share with you the beauty of this in real life. It's just so gorgeous. But anyway, I'll put this up here. And let's get into your reading. So the concept here is, I'm going to have 3 piles. Money or abundance, however you want to think about it. Abundance, money, career, and love. And I'm going to pull some cards for each. So let's, this is the Oracle deck I have out. So let's shuffle it, and I'm going to ask for 3 cards, 1 for each pile. Definitely this one wanted to come out. Here we go. Actually, I think there is a reason it's 3, and they were so sticking together because they all wanted to come out for you. That is for sure. There we go. That's definitely what was going on. And I have 3 tarot decks. So this is the first one. I'm going to pick 2 from each. So let's jiggle this up and wake it up for you. There's 1 and 2 for the first pile. And let's see, 1 and 2. So this one wanted to come up first. And then this one. And this one wanted to come out. And this one. All right. Then we have this deck. Wake it up. Gotta wake it up so it knows how it's being called upon. All right. They're being generous with us. Here's 1, and I guess 2 for the second pile for you. And I see 2 more. 1 and 2. And then we have this deck. We have this and this. This one. this one. And then let's shuffle it one more time. This one always seems a little shy. We have this one and this one. All right. I'm so curious as to what we have. So I'm going to straighten these out. So we have these two. I'll put them over here. So this is the career pile, and then this is the love pile. So let's do the money pile first. Our oracle card for this is 31, the turtle and coriander with satisfaction. Well, that's not a bad card to get. We have satisfaction. And what pile number 1 is your subconscious thinking or holding on to or whatever? I don't want to put many concepts in here, but we're delving into your subconscious thoughts about money and abundance. So let's see. The 5 of Wands. Interesting right off the bat here. And we have the 9 of Cups. We have something about fighting abundance already right off the bat. There's something within your subconscious that is fighting against the idea of abundance. I'm so curious to know what's going to be here on the other side of this card. The King of Swords. So your conscious mind, pile number 1, is telling you're consciously manifesting basically abundance. Your subconscious is fighting against it, is in turmoil about it, whatever issue this is. Let's see what else we have. We have the 4 of Wands. And I saw so many bees today. I saw so many bees. There were so many things blooming already here. And I just saw so many bees. I saw 2 huge swarms of them over one bush that was filled with small flowers, and then 2 trees that were just covered in tiny little flowers, and the bees were swarming all over them. And I could hear, I was hiking, and I could hear from quite far away, just like this buzzing and hum and this energy. It was bringing energy to it. And then they were just there working away with their singular focus. That's what does a bee do? A worker bee? It's like singular focus on its job. I'm not sure. I think that the ants are called worker ants, and the bees are drones. I believe that's what I'm remembering. But you know what I mean. It's like this singular focus on its job. So let's see what else we have here. We have 2 more cards. The 3 of Swords. More strife. You can see right here. Look at this strife. Interesting. I'm so curious to see what is the 6th card. The 6 of Swords. And you have, look at the difference in, I just have to, point this out. Whoops. We have the 3 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. The birds are both cards have birds with their beaks open. They are emotional. They are in a group. But look at the difference. In this one, they are completely at odds with each other. There is anger, there's fear, there's aggression. In this one, it is joy and relief and leaving something behind and starting something new. Very, very interesting. It's kind of like this dichotomy that we have here between these three cards here. So you have a lot of swords too. So you have two there they are, two wands, the 4 and the 5, so they're contiguous, and then you have 3 swords, and you have 1 cup. The cup is kind of on its own here, which is so fitting because this wish fulfillment card is very much on its own in the idea, along with this satisfaction card, I have to say. They were almost on top of each other. You know, not on top of each other, but they're almost right above and below each other. So it's so interesting. I'm seeing so many combinations here. We have, well, first of all, we have these two. I mean, there's an, maybe I shouldn't start with this, but I'm going to because it's funny. Maybe I should wait until later, but I'm going to go with it now since I felt drawn to do it. But there's 2 cards here with an ending. It's like a completion. It's a completion of a cycle here. The 6 of Swords, we already talked about this, but the 6 of Swords is definitely a leaving behind of a situation. This card, this particular card, seems much happier, like a much more celebratory 6 of Swords than usual. Which we're gonna go with this interpretation of it because this is what we were. This is what we got. And this 4 of Wands is also a completion. It's a completion with success. It's like, say you were working really hard for a certain outcome. It's like you are a sales, you know, or you're in sales, and you just worked for a year working to get some account, and you finally got it. You know, just as an example, you know, there are some kids outside making some noise, and I don't want it to interfere with the microphone. So give me a second. I'm going to shut the window. Okay. So this has more meanings than just a completion of a cycle like that. It could mean, you know, it just means a major celebration. It doesn't just mean the completion. It means the celebration after the completion. Which is interesting because it's a success, and then it's so successful that there's a celebration. So but it doesn't mean, it's not as like wondrous as this 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is on another level. The 9 of Cups is like, whoa, wish fulfillment. And so we have these two, and when I already covered these, there's just so many. It's so interesting. This reading is so interesting. So we have these two. We have the 5 of Wands and we have the 3 of Swords. And again, this is kind of a new take on this 3 of Swords. The 3 of Swords is, you know, betrayal, pain, heartbreak, but this is a very confrontational interpretation of it. It is in the midst of the confrontation, not the after effects, kind of. This one also, so they're very similar in that way, that we're in the middle of a conflict here. And again, I am getting this strong feeling that you, pile number 1, have a story about money, have this story in your subconscious, wherever it came from, that is battling your conscious manifestation. So this is you, this King of Swords, is you right now, consciously manifesting. Look, you're scripting. You're scripting right now. You're consciously manifesting. You've got your thinking cap on, which looks an awful lot like a crown, golden crown. You've been writing reams of paper. And look, the paper is turning into birds. You're sending out your thoughts. Your thoughts are really going all over the place. And look what they're doing. They're kind of almost attacking this shadowy figure riding a horse. Do you see that? So your words, let's say that this is you. You're not necessarily just scripting. Okay, so you're not just necessarily scripting. You are, you could be doing affirmations. You could be doing sats. You could be doing any sort of technique to get in this state of the wish fulfilled. And look at, we see that it is working, because your thoughts, your thoughts, your conscious thoughts are actually going and working on, this is your subconscious. And they are defeating your subconscious thoughts. And again, your subconscious thoughts are fighting back. They're fighting back. They're trying to, doubts. I should say not just thoughts, your doubts, your subconscious doubts about, it could be about many things. I'm just going to have make some examples. It could be, you might feel like you're not good enough to be abundant. Could be, you might feel like money is scarce and you can't, just like you can't get it. It's impossible to get money, to get enough, to have enough, just a scarcity mindset. You could feel like as soon as you get any money, you lose it. Those are just some examples of what doubt or doubts you might have, what your subconscious is telling you, whispering in your ear that your story about money is. But right now, pile number 1, look, you're only, we have your main card here, but your only specific oracle card for this specific pile is satisfaction. And the satisfaction came, it was like this, it came almost over over the 9 of Cups. And it came over this. It actually came over both of them, right? So this 9 of Cups, this 9 of Cups and this conscious you, pile number, this conscious mind you, pile number 1, are together. You're going to bring about what you are manifesting, but you're going to persist. You're persisting, and you see where this conscious you is positioned between the 2 strongest happy cards. But by far the strongest happy card is positioned directly between the most clear card that symbolizes your subconscious, and the clearest card that symbolizes your conscious mind. So for your main oracle card here, we have this, go within and do exactly what you've been doing, your technique, whatever it is. and you are changing. We catch you in the process of changing your subconscious. So pile number 1, what we're seeing about your subconscious telling, what your subconscious is telling you about money here is that it's telling you, hey, I want to be abundant. I have these fears. All you're doing, it's talking to you. It's saying, I have these fears and I want to change. I'm ready to change. I'm willing to change. You just have to help me a little bit. You just have to send me a few more emails, thought emails, affirmation emails, scripting emails, SATs emails, whatever it is. And once you do, once you change your dominant story about money, it's coming for you as this beautiful wish fulfillment card. And who does not want to be like flying around as a mermaid, flying around this giant stork with a with a garland of flowers on its head, with this steaming bowl of, I don't know, maybe it's ramen. Maybe she has some ramen in there and she's just about ready to slurp it up. So like the point is here is you have this fantastical, beautiful wish fulfillment here, meaning you have the abundance and you're just having to work a little bit more on your story. That's what this is saying. So give me a moment, pile number 1, and I will gather these up and we will move on to career next. All right, pile number 1, we are ready to do your second pile, your second part of this reading, and this is career. So let's see, I'm so curious. Let us see. This is your only oracle card that is for the specific topic, and this is 33, the raccoon and sycamore with curiosity. Look at its little hands. I was just talking with my friends about raccoons yesterday afternoon and how they wash their food in the water. All right, so this is card number 1. Let's see what this is. Love. So this is the Lover's card, obviously. So curious. The 2 of Swords. Wow, I was going to say, I was wondering if this Lover's card meant that your love life and your career are kind of mixed, but the Lover's card could mean choice, and then we have this definite choice card coming up right next to it, so it's kind of a double whammy of choice. There's a choice that you have either coming up or maybe it's here already. So let's see what this is. The 7 of Swords. Very interesting. Your 4th card, the Queen of Cups. Your 5th card is the Devil. Wow. Talk about hidden, like your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, or maybe vice versa. I'm so curious. This is our last card for this topic, the Hanged Man. Look at how happy they are. The bats love to be sitting or hanging upside down. They love it. Look at how happy these bats are. They're so content. Wow. Talk about curiosity. I'm so curious. I'm so drawn to this card first because there is something hidden from you. So we're talking about something hidden. meaning, you know, your subconscious thoughts. So look at this. We have two very strong hidden things. And what I'm finding so interesting is in this card, the Seven of Swords, we have her symbolizing you, pile number one, and we have him symbolizing your subconscious mind. So this is you, this is your thoughts that you're sending up, your manifestations that you're sending out. This is you interacting with the 3D in whatever, with your manifestation techniques. And this is your subconscious mind. Really look at all his focus is on you. All of his focus is on you. And then we have this one. You know what? This mouse in the front is your conscious mind, and then this monster shadow is your subconscious mind. But you know what the mouse sees? The mouse doesn't see that at all. The mouse is just looking out, thinking everything is perfectly normal. The mouse does not see this. This girl is walking around thinking everything is perfectly normal. She does not see this. So there's something that we are definitely seeing, that you, pile number one, do not see something in your subconscious that has to do with this topic, this career topic. What is it that you don't see, that you don't understand is happening? Is this something that you are you manifesting? Are you supposing, are you like presupposing that there's strife in your workplace? Are you presupposing that there is a choice you have to make? It could be not strife, but are you presupposing that you have to take, that you're only allowed to get one of two things? Like you're either only allowed to get your career or abundant. Like, I'm gonna just make use an example. Say you're an actor and you've been getting small roles, you know, and you are trained also as an accountant. You went to school for to be an accountant, but you decided you want to be an actor. And to you feel like being an accountant is the only way you're going to be able to get money. And if you're an actor, you're going to stay poor for the rest of your life and, you know, struggle. Well, those two things are not necessarily true. You know, those aren't true. It's not one or the other. You can be successful at what you want to do. And this Lover's card is not necessarily a love card right now. You could be kind of having a romantic relationship with someone in your career, and then for you this is a message about that there's love that's available to you in your career. Let's read both meanings, because this could be, for those of you who are romantically involved or want to be romantically involved with someone in your workplace, then this is definitely just a straight up love card and a message for you about that. But for the rest of you, it's a double helping of the same message. And that message that I am seeing is that choice that you're making, that you're presupposing is there, is not real. That you can have both, because we have two choice cards. So why would we need two? unless there's a message there that's like, you don't need to choose. You don't need to choose. So this Hanged Man is so funny because these bats are not just kind of hanging out waiting. They are so content. I'm going to turn this upside down so you can just see how happy and content the upside down bats are. They just love it here. They love it here. And of course, this bat that's awake is just so happy, and it's having its little evening stretch. The sun is just about to go down. They're just about to leave for their evening. They're going to go out to the bug bar and have a whole bunch of bug juice. Okay. There is a message again that is connected to your main oracle card, which is it's so clear. Go within, pile number one. I think that with this career reading, the money reading was very clear that you, pile number one, had what you wanted in your mind. You have your abundance that you are working on, and you are doing a stellar job. You're focused, you're working, it's working, your manifestation is coming. With this career reading, it's weird because I'm seeing that you don't have as clear of a picture. So what I'm seeing is your subconscious is actually trying to tell you, look, instead of trying to micromanage the 3D, instead of trying to say, oh, well, this is all that this is what I get. I either get A or B. I either get to be happy and not make money, or I get to be miserable and make money. Those kind of choices, those aren't real. And so your subconscious mind is giving you the message that you can manifest what you really want. You just have to get out of your own way. That's what this whole message is. And you can be curious. You can channel this little raccoon and be curious about what you, pile number one, want, and inspect it and wash off in the water your little wishes. You're gonna wash them off like I did with this rock. I had to wash it off when I got it home because it was all muddy. And so I washed it off like a little raccoon, and it came out so beautiful, and I discovered more about it. I saw more of it, and it's more and more beautiful as I washed it off. You are going to have to wash off what you truly want, your true desires. Wash off all the doubts, wash off all of the things that you're telling yourself that you don't really want and that aren't true. Okay? So once you do that, once you see clearly, once you take off your own blindfold, you can be this Queen of Cups, this energy of, I am able to get what I want, but I first have to see. You just first have to see what you want in your mind. You have to visualize exactly what you want. And so that is what this message is. You, pile number one, you have to reveal yourself and look ahead, not behind. Look ahead at what you want instead of what you don't want. Look ahead at what you want and don't get mired in false choices. So that's what this message is for you, this career reading. And give me a moment. I'm going to clear this up and we are going to go into the love pile. All right, pile number 1, let's get right to it. We have this pile of cards, and this is our only oracle card for this particular part of the reading. We have 10, the duck and chrysanthemum with luck. Very pretty card. All right, what do we have first? The justice card. Look at these two little friends here, down here. Very cute. What else do we have? The 4 of Swords. We've got snails. Some things are slow. There's things that are happening slowly. All right, we have the 4 of Pentacles right next to the 4 of Swords. We have the 7 of Cups, another choice card. We have the Queen of Swords. Wow. And so curious, we have the Temperance card. This is such a beautiful card, isn't it? Can you see everything? All right. So pile number 1, you know the saying, give me victory or give me death? I don't know if you're familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith version of this 7 of Cups, but one of the cups has a laurel wreath in it. One of the choices is the laurel wreath, but the cup itself has a skull on it. And there's something that you have been hiding from yourself and from your partner, or the partner that you want to have. There's something that you, pile number 1, are you have this like protective layer over your heart, over your real self, and your subconscious is afraid of being hurt. Your subconscious is trying to keep you safe. And it is trying its hardest to keep you safe by trying its hardest to keep you from love. I know it's really misguided. I know it's working against your best interests of your conscious mind, but subconsciously it's convinced it's right. It's saying, if you never experience love anymore, then you won't have any heartbreak. That's what your subconscious mind is thinking right now. So what you have to do, this is such a clear message, what you have to do is use the power of your conscious mind. This is your power of your conscious mind cutting through any doubts and any fears of your subconscious mind. You are slicing right through those doubts and through those fears. All you're doing right now is telling your subconscious mind, I, pile number 1, am fine. Love is wonderful for me. however you want to word it. And I, pile number 1, am so loved. Everyone. I'm going to give you some affirmations. You, I am so loved. Everyone loves me. Those are some nice affirmations to get you into it, but it's safe for me to be loved. It's normal for me to be loved. I am good enough to be loved. And you can also say, it is safe for me to love. Or, I'm sorry, it is safe for me to love. It is normal for me to love. I am good enough to love, like to love another. There is some real fear. There's some fear, and there's some intellectualization. There's some armoring of your true heart, your true feelings. There's a victory or death mentality. That is not the true you. These are all all of these are more withdrawn. These are all kind of drawing away from love. This card is you cutting through all of that. And this card, pile number 1, is you, conscious mind, learning to love your subconscious mind despite how it's been kind of sabotaging you by fearing love. And this is you seeing your loved one, and this is your loved one seeing you. So actually, no, that's not true. This is you seeing your loved one, and right now you aren't seeing them clearly. So you're the one that is the reflection. You are not seeing them clearly because you are disturbed. Your surface is disturbed. Your subconscious is rippling you, is trying to armor you and keep you safe. So you're not seeing them clearly, and they're not seeing you clearly. This is your specific person wanting to see you clearly. This is your specific person not being able to see you clearly because you are keeping your surface rippled. Once you quiet your mind, once you quiet your subconscious's fear, once you convince yourself, it is safe for me to love, it is normal for me to love, I'm good enough to love, and it is safe for me to be loved, it is normal for me to be loved, and I am good enough to be loved. Things like that, you can say it in your own way, but that's like the idea of it. Once you clear off the doubts and the fears, and once you calm your surface, you will be able to see your specific person clearly, and they will be able to see you clearly. This is such a beautiful sentiment and such a powerful thing because it's so clear. And this Queen of Swords is cutting through any doubt and fear. And so it's clear that you can do it. You hold the power. You literally, pile number 1, are holding the power by holding this sword in your hands. Very unsafe, I might say. I must add here. As usual, I'm going to just say I don't approve of anybody holding a sword by the blade, which characters in tarot cards or have a penchant to be holding their swords by the blades, which is just ridiculous. But anyway, I digress. You hold the power. You can do it. I know you can. You just, and look, all you have to do is clear the surface, still the surface of your subconscious mind and your conscious mind. And that's all you have to do. And your specific person is there waiting. They're waiting for you. They're waiting. They're ready. They're eager to see all of you, all of your beautiful, all the beautiful little details of you, all of your silliness and all of your seriousness and all of your fears and all of your strengths and all of everything that makes you you. And I'm just going to leave you with this. You, pile number 1, have been judging yourself. This trait I have is good. This trait I have is bad. This trait I have is good. This trait I have is bad. This and this and this and this and this and this. You have been doing this to yourself and no one else. You're so much harder on yourself than anyone, and you are over intellectualizing everything, and you are making it way more difficult than it needs to be. You just have to convince yourself that you are loved. Doesn't matter. You are loved right now. All you have to do is clear your surface, and your specific person is already there waiting to see you. So this is your beautiful, beautiful love reading. Thank you so much for being here. This is a very beautiful reading. I know you enjoyed it, and please be sure to like and share and comment on the video and subscribe to my channel. And I know I will see you very soon. Bye for now. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose this card, number 8, Bath Coal. And you chose this special stone that I found, the Hidden Meanings, the Subconscious Thoughts stone. Here we go. And so I have some decks set out here. This is the Oracle deck that I chose. So let's pull 3 cards. We have 3 piles. Actually, well, this one wanted to come out here. And then this one. And then I've got 3 decks, and I'm going to pull 2 cards from each. So we need 2 cards for each pile here, please, deck. They all want to come out in a specific order for each pile. And then we have this deck. Oop, here's this. And let's see. Whoop! Wow. This one definitely wanted to come out. And then we have this. Here we go. And we have this deck. Definitely this one and this one. And we have this one. And this one. All right, here are our 3 piles. That's the love topic. And we have the career topic. And now this is the money and abundance topic. All right, so this is the oracle card. This is 31, the turtle and coriander with satisfaction. This also came up for pile number 1. All right, the Knight of Wands, fast moving. And that's kind of funny because look at your oracle card has a turtle and this is fast. It's so funny. And so it's kind of like the hare and the tortoise and the hare. All right, so we have the Ace of Wands. Wow, nice combination here with the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. And the 3 of Wands. 3 wands already. The 5 of Swords. Oh, did I show you enough? 5 of Swords. I'm so eager to see the cards. I might not have been showing you enough. Here's this one, the King of Swords. Look at how gorgeous that is. And the Justice card. Oh my gosh, well look at this charming little Justice card. The family of raccoons weighs as much as the bear, but a family of raccoons weighs as much as the bear, but only if do you see that the way more of the branch is on that side than this side. So they don't really weigh as much as the bear, but the branch has been pushed over so that they can balance. Very interesting. So first of all, so this is money and abundance right here. There's, I mean, all, I'm like, well, I want to read these two together, but then I'm like, well, these are also connected, and also this. So really the only one that's not connected with this first message is this poor 5 of Swords, which is being ostracized right now by me and the rest of these cards. Look, this 3 of Wands and the Justice card, we're just like, there is a lot of success here, basically. Success and abundance and quick moving new beginnings. We don't necessarily need new beginnings of like having to start a whole new venture to get money. This is your subconscious mind talking to you. So with your new mindset, with your new money mindset, you are going to have all of the success, all of this wonderful stuff happening. But we have to look at the but card. Your subconscious mind is holding on to this fear, pile number 2, that you are going to have to make, if you're too abundant, you're going to make enemies. If you're too abundant, people aren't going to like you. If you're too abundant, people are going to be jealous of you. If you're too abundant, people are going to, you're going to be forced to give people something that, you know, more than you want, or else they are going to, you're going to become enemies. They're going to not like you anymore. You have a real fear of abundance making real fundamental changes in your interpersonal, like your close relationships. Some betrayal, some hardcore jealousy, some feeling of real like trying to strangle out the reality of abundance by thinking, presupposing that things will go wrong once you get the abundance. Look at this King of Swords. I'm reminded of these early color photographs, like really, really early, like over 100-year-old color photographs, where it's just so shocking how colorful things were, because you see these old black and white photographs and everything looks black and white, right? But if you see the same scene in color, I'm not talking about colorized, I'm talking about true black and white color photography, black and white old color photography, that most images are black and white, but there's old color photography from that time. So there's a kind of a shock value to this King of Swords figure's beautiful colors against such a monochrome background. Yes, the sky is blue, but it's a very faint blue, mostly white, faint blue, but look at how beautiful and rich his plumage is and his outfit. So what I'm seeing here, pile number 2, is that you are, like, your conscious mind is actually shocking to you. Does that make sense? Pile number 2, your conscious mind is shocking to you because you are, how can I put this? Your conscious mind, what you want in the abundance category, is so shocking to you, to your subconscious mind, that it's like having difficulty processing it. Does that make sense? Because this is really strong within you. This conviction that things will go wrong if and when you get your abundance. So another fear of yours is that how quickly things might go. Like, if it feels like you have a fear of a lot of success. It feels like it looks like you have a fear of success. Your subconscious mind has a fear of success, and it has a fear of things, of a new situation, and of things happening quickly. And your subconscious mind is saying, oh, wow, you know what? I'm not sure we're ready for it. But pile number 2, your success is right there in your abundance, money, manifestations, and you just have to stay the course. And now that it's revealed to you that you have this fear, you just affirm against it. This is very similar to one of the, there was a Queen of Swords that came out for pile number 1. It's the same thing. You're cutting through your doubts and fears, and you know what? You can have the shocking success. You can have that. You can have that. You just have to stay the course. You just have to live in the end. It's fine for you to have this stuff, and affirming against your specific fears is going to make friends, like your subconscious mind's ideas about abundance in your conscious mind, you have to make friends with them. They have to make friends. They have to become close enough that they can mesh together. So you just have to cut through your fears by affirming, keeping a good mental diet, doing your sats, doing whatever technique you like. Pile number 2. And everything is going to, I mean, the rest, other than this, the rest of this reading is very positive. And look at your one oracle card is satisfaction. The only other interesting thing is that there's such a swift movement and then there's a slow turtle. So maybe part is going to be slow in coming, part is fast in your manifestation, but it's all coming to you. So this is your money reading. So let me clear the cards. Give me a second and I'll be right back with the career. All right, pile number 2. This is your career pile. And right away, we're going to look at this oracle card. Oh my God, how cute. This is card number 5, the sheep and blackberry with devotion. Are you very devoted to your career? Very interesting. I know there's room enough for you guys, all of you. Here we go. 7 of Pentacles. Wow, you've been working hard and you're harvesting all of your work. The Fool. The Devil. Temperance. The Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Huh. Look at how disgruntled this fish looks. And I'm so curious, the Queen of Swords. Wow, look at all the major arcana. Bam, 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 bam. Flanked by the Queen of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. So, remember we had the, what was it that we had with the, wait, I'm gonna look. What is it that we had with the, yes, the Justice card, with the balancing, and just making an adjustment so that things will come into balance. So that was kind of messing with the 3D, right? Like saying, okay, this all has to balance. So I'm going to push this forward so the crux point is different so that we will all be in balance. But this Temperance card is saying just relax and let things come into balance. Just be calm. And you know, look at this though. I mean, you have to remark on this. Look at how twinsies this looks. If you kind of squint, they almost look like the same. This is you, like who is your subconscious and who is your conscious mind? Your career looks like it's extremely important to you. Extremely important to you, and you have an extreme amount of focus on it. So is this your conscious mind feeling like you are being battered and like the 3D? This is the 3D. Okay, this is the 3D, the devil, and this is you. And this is the 3D, and this is you. The only question I have is which is you, which is your conscious mind and which is your subconscious? Do you consciously feel like you're riding the 3D and consciously manifesting? Or are you consciously feeling like the 3D has all the power and you don't? Because whatever it is, your subconscious is feeling the other. So let's just, let me see the other cards. Because of this Wheel of Fortune, I'm believing that and if it's the other way around, just take it, flip what I'm saying. But I'm thinking that this is your conscious mind feeling like the 3D has no, I'm sorry, that you have no power over the 3D, that the 3D rules the roost. And no matter how hard you try, you just are powerless to not react to the 3D. You're powerless to feel that you are able to consciously manifest in this way. On this topic. Your subconscious mind is just willing to ride the 3D to your destination, manifesting the whole way. If this is the other way around, that's fine, just flip it. But again, you have to mesh these. And what do we prefer as conscious manifestors? It's kind of funny. We're saying conscious manifestors, but she actually looks unconscious. But this is like the golden standard of the conscious manifestor, riding the 3D while sending out your preferred version, and that those are manifesting. So pile number 2, again, I see how important your career is to you. I see it. You are devoted to your career. It's so important to you. You've worked so hard on these different things. Look, there's 7 things that you've planted. Your mind, you're like laser focused on this career. You are working so hard to make things happen, and that's great. That's wonderful. That's what you've been doing. You're devoted to it. But in the end, you're feeling like you are so immersed in the 3D. You're feeling like you started to feel like it's having all the power. So you feel like you're this disgruntled fish who you're seeing the Wheel of Fortune spinning, and you're feeling like you don't have any power over it. So you're like almost ready to give up. Do you see all these other fish are kind of all together, jumbled, together, and all paying attention to this? And this one fish is saying, I'm out of here. I don't like this anymore. I'm discouraged. I'm leaving. Don't be this fish. Be this fish convinced that this Wheel of Fortune, meaning life, meaning 3D, is going right where you want it to. It's going to stop at the exact right time, and you are going to get exactly what you want. So be this unconscious, conscious manifestor, pile number 2. Be this unconscious, conscious manifestor. You ride the 3D, let it play out how it's going to, all the while you are completely focused on your end and your thoughts create. It's a very beautiful reading. Pile number 2. These cards, this combination of cards is so beautiful, and it is, yeah. So I am going to, give me a moment, and I'm going to gather these up, and we will get on to the love reading. Pile number 3, we have pile number 2, we have pile number 3. I'm sorry. So pile number 2, we have pile number 3 for you, which is the love reading. So let's get right to it. We have the Rooster and Sunflower with communication. This is 47. card number 47. All right, what do we have? The Two of Cups. You got the romantic love card right off the bat. Very strong. This is already, I can tell this is going to be a very strong reading. We have communication with the rooster. The rooster is brash and loud, and sunflowers are big and noticeable, and we have the romantic love card. How about that? Ooh, we have the Eight of Swords right away. Is this your subconscious mind? I wonder. The Six of Wands with this mosquito or whatever it is. Very funny. We have the Queen of Swords cutting through whatever is happening that is not. We've had the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords showing up a lot in these readings, cutting through the nonsense. So what are these two? The High Priestess. Wow. The High Priestess and the Ten of Wands. Wow. Pile number 2. What do you have going on? We have quite a bit of action here. We have quite a bit of action and quite a bit of like difference between, you know, it's like, are we up or are we down? Are we up or are we down? What is going on with us? So I'm wondering, I'm feeling like one of these is your conscious mind and one of these is your subconscious mind. It's kind of funny. They're both kind of saying the same thing. Look, this Eight of Swords is feeling trapped and feeling like you can't do anything. Even though you could walk away at any moment, you're choosing to stay trapped. This is what's going on. Is it your conscious mind? This is just being extremely exhausted. No, I feel like this is your subconscious mind. Feeling like you have no power. But this is your conscious mind. Your conscious mind is you have been, this is you as a manifestor. This is you as a manifestor, pile number 2. You have been manifesting, you've been firming, you've been scripting, you've been doing this and doing that. Look at all your techniques. All your techniques, 10 techniques. You've been, this is you rampaging. This is you doing your sats. This is you doing your scripting. This is you doing your sleep tapes. Whatever. You've been working and working and working. This is your conscious mind. You've made a decision. You want this relationship. And you are pooped. There's no other way to say it, pile number 2. You're pooped. And you know that you're a conscious manifestor. You've accepted it. You've accepted that you have this power. You've accepted that this is your reality. You're trying to cut through to your subconscious mind. Victory end is in sight here. You have, you know exactly what you want. Very favorable cards. Very beautiful sentiments here. But what do we have here? We have the subconscious feeling. This feeling of powerlessness, this feeling that love is up to other people, the feeling that you don't have the power, the feeling this is exactly what's going on. And this is exactly what you have been working on and that you almost got it, is that your subconscious mind has been feeling like everything in your relationship or your potential, whatever's going on between you and your specific person, it's all, the ball is in their court, as they say. The decision is theirs. The choice is theirs. The timeline is there. You know, like all you're putting all of the power in their hands. And you're in your subconscious mind, you're feeling powerless. You're feeling trapped, even though you aren't. That's the whole point of this Eight of Swords card, is that you're never trapped. You just believe you are. And it's the belief in your being trapped that keeps you trapped, not any reality. There's no reality to the trapped state. It is only your belief in it. And so, very clear, pile number 2, we have just keep going. Just keep going, because this 10 of Wands means you are in the final steps of this journey to change your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind wants to change. It's so sick of feeling stuck. It is so over this. It's like, please get me out of here. Get me out of here. And you know, this communication, at first I was thinking, oh, it's a communication between you and your specific person. But no, it's communication between you, your conscious mind, and your subconscious mind. This rooster is like carrying messages between you. And it's saying, hey, you know, doing whatever. It's delivering whatever techniques, all the techniques that you're doing. Remember, the techniques you're doing as this conscious manifester, these techniques are not going to your, they're not being carried to your specific person. You are changing you. You're changing you. And once you are changed, then your 3D changes. And then the beautiful end game is public displays of affection, beautiful romantic experiences, everything you've wanted. You just keep persisting and it happens. Pile number 2. That is your message. There's zero doubts in this reading. There's zero doubts. There's zero weird outcomes. There's zero like, is it going to happen? The only thing that we are seeing that is this 8 of Swords. And this 10 of Wands is saying you are at the end of your journey, meaning you just have to persist a little bit longer and stay in your wish fulfilled. And this rooster, just think about this rooster cawing every morning, sending your messages straight to your subconscious. And your subconscious is so ready, willing, and able to change. Your persistence has brought this about where you, how can I say this? Your persistence has brought about the change. You are on this cusp of this beautiful change. And you don't worry about the time. You just persist and it changes. And you know, you got this High Priestess. You got this beautiful manifester card. You got the manifester card. You got the manifester card, you got the High Priestess, and you got the Queen of Swords. You are like there. Pile number 2. And this lovely, lovely experience is just there for you. You just have to accept it. You have to accept that you have the power. And once you do, this is yours. And that's it. You don't have to try to change anything in the 3D. You just have to convince yourself, who would you rather be? Would you rather be this you, or would you rather be this you? You just stop concentrating on this version of you, and you concentrate on this version of you. And that is all you have to do. See? That's all you have to do. That's it. So congratulations. I love this. Thank you so much for being here for this reading. It's such an amazing reading, as usual. I know you enjoyed it. I love that you picked the surprise, hidden meaning, subconscious stone that I found this morning. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting on the video. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe so you won't miss any future readings. And thank you so much. I will see you very soon, I know. Bye for now. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose this card number 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla, as well as this Labradorite hexagonal point. It's the closest I had to alabaster. All right, let us begin. I have this oracle deck, and I'm going to pull 3 cards, one for the money reading, one for the career reading, and one for the love reading. So let's see what we have. Man, they're sticking together here. This is the one that wants to come out. So let's shuffle them up again. So this one and this one. Here we go. And then I have 3 tarot decks. We have this one. I'm going to pull 2 cards from each for each deck, for each pile. Whoa, whoa. So these 2 for this one, these 2, and oh, looks like you're going to get 3 for this love reading. And we have this deck. We have that. And then we are going to shuffle one more time, maybe one more. Definitely that one. And then that one. And we have this deck. And let's see. There we go. And actually this one comes before that one. I know. It just is the way they want to come out. It's the way they want to come out, and it's they want to be in that order, and that's what they want. Who am I to say no? Here we go. We have all 3 of our piles. So let's put these up here. And we're going to start with the money/abundance pile. Here is the oracle card for you. Oh, so this is the 41st card of this deck, the Snail and Huckleberry with Trust in the Invisible, which is so close to this. This is like, they're very drawn to each other. 5 of Swords. Wow. We had a very meaningful 5 of Swords moment in pile number 2. Wheel of Fortune. I love these bunnies. I got a story for you about bunnies here in a moment. All right, so we have the Hermit. Talk about snails. Look, this is just, these are, we call it snails. Person snails. I'm looking, of course, they came up right above and below each other, because that always happens. We have this disturbing 7 of Wands. I don't know about this card. All right, so we have, ooh, the moon. Look at this. Oh, bunnies, more bunnies. We got a bunny-centric reading here. Bunnies and snails. And temperance. This came up in pile number 1, 2 as well, this particular card. In this exact position. This card is really like, there's a useless, I don't like this image, I have to say. I want to talk about this card without looking at it. It's just disturbing to me. So you have the 5 of Swords and you have the 7 of Wands. You have some strife, some useless, not useless, you have some like real jockeying for position, like really trying to strategize and get yourself in a good position. And you have this 5 of Swords, which is, look at, this is such a clear, I mean, this illustration, this artwork on this card is such a beautiful illustration for 5 of Swords. So again, I can't help but say one more time, do not attempt this at home. Nobody carry your swords around by the blade. I don't condone this whole thing that tarot artists do of holding swords by their blades. But anyway, this little character here has won. They have beaten these two, and they have all the swords, and these two are leaving in disgrace. And this character has the swords, this character has these fancy, beautiful clothes, this character has, you know, this grassy knoll, this character is looking as if they have it all, but they don't have anybody. They're alone. And these two, they're in these little ragged clothes, they're walking into this monochrome place where this person has all the color. they're walking into Monochromeville, but they're together. They have each other to rely on. And look at this little crab is paying attention to them. This crab has no interest in this crabby pants, whatever. But the thing about this is we're seeing that you, pile number 3, you have a story about money, that there's always problems. There's either problems with getting it, or once you get it, you have problems, or maybe both. Those are the 3 options. That it's a real struggle to get it, or once you have money, you have real struggles, or both, okay? What is it? You're going to be able to delve into your subconscious and see your patterns, right? And understand. And that's what this moon card is. For you, pile number 3, to delve into your subconscious and understand what is going on with you. You see this bunny? She's in her little tennis clothes, I just have to say. She's just been playing tennis. And she's braving this dark forest. The moon is up. It's nighttime. She's braving the dark forest, you would think. But look at her. She's just fine with it. She doesn't have to brave anything. She's doing exactly what she needs to do, and she knows she has to do it. You know, bunnies are crepuscular, so it's not like they are out at night. It's not natural for this bunny to be out at night. They like the dawn and the dusk. And this is obviously deep, deep night. But, pile number 3. This bunny is not frightened. This bunny is doing exactly what it needs to do. You are going to do exactly what you need to do and find out, delve into your mind and find out what it is that you have this fear about money and abundance. And once you do, you just affirm against it. You affirm against it and you trust in the invisible. You trust in the invisible, you go within. Whenever you're triggered, whenever you doubt, you go within. That's what this means. That's what this means. This hermit, you can think of it as your secret hermit mode. Pile number 3. You think of affirming or keeping your mental diet or whatever you want to do, whatever technique it is, whatever blah blah blah. You think of it, from your mind, you think of it as my secret hermit mode. When something in the 3D triggers me or my own thoughts trigger me, I go within and I affirm, I keep my mental diet, I know exactly what I want, and I'm going to get it. Those are the only 2 things. I know exactly what I want, and I know I'm going to get it. And you focus on that. And you know what is interesting about these 2 is that we have this like hard shell. Here, this is like hard candy shell. It's a human snail. And then we have the snail, the animal snail. But what is the snail's shell doing? It's protecting them. Your mental diet is protecting you from doubts and fears. And you're so brave and you're so protected, you can even brave the nighttime of your subconscious to find out exactly what your fears are about money. And then once you see yourself clearly, that's when things change. That's when this whole thing turns around and you become exactly the abundant person that you want. You have a story, and you have a story, and you have your desired end. What do you want to weigh more? I mean, not way more. What do you want to like examine more? What do you want to concentrate on more? Your fears or your desired end? Of course, you want your desired end. But do you concentrate on the fears more or on the desired end? What do you want to manifest? The fears or the desired end? What weighs heavier on your mind, the fears or the desired end? Of course, the desired end, you want that to be so heavy, it's like dark matter. It's like falling down into your, it's just like falling, it's so heavy, it's falling to the center of the earth. That's how heavy you want your desired end to be. And you want your fears to be so light, they're like helium, they're escaping the atmosphere. That's what you want. So, think of your mental diet as your secret ingredient, as your secret beautiful home. Wherever you are, you retreat into your mental diet when things trigger you. And when you do that, the magic happens, pile number 1, and you get what you want. Well, this is a great, clear money reading. You just see clearly what this strife thing you have is, and you affirm against it. And that's it. This is awesome. I'm going to gather these up, and then we will get onto the career reading next. All right, pile number 3. Let's see. We have this career pile. Oh my gosh, look at how cute this is. This is card number 4, the Bear and Cedar with leadership. Oh, I forgot to tell you in the last pile. I said I had a bunny story for you. Bunnies are one of my two favorite animals. I have two favorite animals. I have rabbits, bunnies, or the word bunny is cuter, so that's why I use it. Bunnies and coyotes. So I found a little springtime rabbit pillow today with a bunny on it. So that was my little story. I don't know why I don't know if I had any other point to it, but all those bunnies made me think of it. So here we go. We have the Three of Pentacles. Wow, lots of working together in your career. Lots of mutual benefit. That's good. Ooh, and we have the Page of Wands. Very nice together. We have the Four of Pentacles. A little bit of fear creeping in there. We have the Magician. The fear right next to the Manifestor card. I wonder if you're manifesting fear with your thoughts here. The Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Very Pentacles heavy. And we have the Six of Wands. How interesting. Well, we have this, the one oracle, well, besides your main oracle card, we have this one oracle card. It's leadership. And the leadership I'm seeing is this Magician card. And the Magician is usually, I mean, this Magician seems a little bit diffident for a magician. It's kind of mild. It's kind of wondering if it has the power. It's kind of looking out at the 3D and wondering if it has the power to change it. Because we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a lot of abundance, starting out, new venture. We have the Three of Pentacles, lots of cooperation, success together, lots of, real, just success together, a lot of success, a lot of cooperation, a lot of support. And then what do we have? We have the Four of Pentacles, which is taking what you have, taking what you've gathered and hugging it to you and being a little afraid of what you can lose now. So what I'm seeing here is that you have gotten some success, but you're afraid of doing anything to ruin your success, and you're afraid of doing anything to expose yourself further because you're afraid of failure. And this might not be coming from your conscious mind, of course. It might be coming from your subconscious mind, this fear of success. And so consciously, you're in the Six of Wands, Page of Wands energy. You're like, yeah, let's go. Let's do more. I've got so much energy for this success. I've got lots of, hopes and dreams. I really want to be recognized in my field. I want to become the best surgeon in the whole state. I want to be the best, bakery owner in the whole state. I want to be the best teacher in the whole state. You have whatever it is that you're doing. You have a huge goal for yourself. But your subconscious mind is saying, like, well, if I try to do that, I might get hurt. If I try if I put myself out there, people might people might discover I'm a fraud. You've probably all heard of imposter syndrome. I'm getting a feeling of like your subconscious mind has imposter syndrome, and you might not be aware of it, because that's what's happening here. You're manifesting power. You are doubting it, even though you've already manifested some success, and you've really done some of what you wanted, and it's not all, but a lot of it has come true. You've got a lot of success, you've got a lot of people interested in you, and you've got a lot of allies, and you've got a lot of co-workers and whatever, so on and so forth. But again, as I said, this fear of losing what you have, so that you're going to protect it, and you're going to kind of go into your shell, and you're going to move away from the spotlight. And so what do we have here? We have this leadership void within you, pile number 3. The leadership void is within you because you have lost some of your belief in yourself. So what do we do? What do we do here, pile number 3? We affirm against whatever this fear is. Do you have imposter syndrome? You have this goal. You have this goal that you are envisioning a huge success. You're envisioning a huge success. You're envisioning that you are a great person in your field. Yet you are doubting it at the same time. You want it, yet you doubt it. You think you can, yet you think you can't. It's time to mesh those together and bring your conscious and your subconscious mind into alignment. Yes, you can. Whatever you want to accomplish, yes, you can, because you are a conscious manifester, and you have to bolster yourself, and you have to fill the void of leadership that is within you, pile number 3, and become confident. You put your confident face on. You put your confident face on. Behind the confidence of this leopard is the not too confident subconscious. You put your mask on, and once you change yourself sufficiently, this ceases to be a mask, and the confidence becomes your real face. Ooh, pile number 3. This gave me some chills here. That's what you do. This is your career reading, and I am going to clear this out, and we are going to get right into the 3rd reading, which is the love reading. I'll see you in a second. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Let's get right to it. This is the love reading. This is your oracle card, and it is a bunny. This is card number 3, the hare and oak with new opportunities. I should have said we'll hop right to it, because we're hopping right to it with this bunny. All right, we get a bunny-centric reading. This is your first tarot card, the King of Wands. How lovely. For a love reading, we get the King of Wands right away. Oh, you have more cards, so I'm going to put a little bit more, wow, put a little bit more space. Ace of Cups, right next to the King of Wands. What a lovely couple cards already. And we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, there's been so much contrast in all of these readings. We're really tapping into something here with the contrast between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Very interesting, all of the readings today. The Four of Swords again, right next to each other. Wow. We have the Two of Wands. We have two more cards here. The Page of Swords. Look at this character. And we have the Queen of Wands. So you're flanked with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. These two are flanking your reading. Very interesting. So what is going on with you that you have these two Four of Swords right next to each other? Let me just space these out a little bit more so we can see them all. So there is a huge part of you that is really busy. There's a huge part of your mind that's really busy with doubting. Is this your conscious mind or your subconscious mind? I'm wondering. Because I'm thinking this is your I mean, we could take it, since it's two, we could take it as both your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. But to tell you the truth, I mean, to tell you the truth, I feel like it's your conscious mind doubting, and your I don't know, man. Let me think here. We got the Two of Swords looking out. I guess we have the subconscious. I think I know why I'm really feeling like it's your conscious mind, because I feel like your fears of what can go wrong are so strong that it feels like your conscious mind is doubting, because your subconscious mind is feeding so many fears to your conscious mind that it's pretty constant sometimes, a lot of the time, that your fear is so part of your consciousness, if you understand what I mean. Your subconscious fears are so strong that they've been feeding into your conscious mind so much that it's become part of your conscious mind. Look what you truly want. You have this King of Wands, Ace of Cups. You have Page of Swords, Queen of Wands. You have this Two of Wands, which is just looking out, and really, actually, I feel like you really do know what you want. You really do know what you want. You know the relationship that you want. But you know the relationship that you want. You know that the specific person that you want this relationship with. But your subconscious fears have become so dominant. You have let them become so dominant that you are believing that you're consciously doubting because of what your subconscious fears are. Does this make sense? This whole Hare and Oak New Opportunities thing is a little bit more sinister than I first thought. I'm going to put this as clear as I can, crystal clear as I can. You have, let's say you have your specific person that you've been wanting to have this relationship with, and you've been trying to manifest this, or manifest a better relationship, whatever, and you are so fearful. Your subconscious is trying to keep you safe. And it's saying things like, oh, they don't really, you know what? There's so many things that I could say, all the fears, but I don't want to give voice to them. We don't need to. I don't want to bring that into this reading because they've been so prevalent that I don't want to even reinforce them even a little bit. So the fears are there and they're so strong that you're thinking, oh, maybe I want this person. Maybe I want this other new opportunity. Maybe I don't want a relationship right now at all. Maybe this has all been a mistake. Maybe. And all of your manifestation is just falling away into little component parts because of your fears. And they're all stemming from your subconscious trying to keep you safe, however it can. But how does it want to keep you safe? It wants to keep you from ever falling in love. It wants to keep you from being in a relationship, because if you're not in a relationship, then you can't be hurt by the relationship going wrong. How does that help us? Do we want to be alone for the rest of our lives? No. So we have to train the subconscious, and we have to really examine ourselves and really not even accept, but like so scrutinize our fears only to learn how they're sabotaging us so we can become immune to them. You have to inoculate yourself so that your fears no longer make you sick. They can no longer poison your manifestation. Because what is flanking your reading, the Queen of Wands and King of Wands, very strong manifestors, very strong manifestation energy, couldn't be clearer. Pile number 3. And what do we have here? We have this new beginning. We have new beginning energy. Ace of Cups. New beginning energy in your emotional state. But this Page of Swords energy, you're going to be, it's up to you. This is the perfect card for illustrating my point. We are in the midst of some change, and it's up to you whether you want it to be. Sorry. It's up to you what you want it to be. This bird can either be coalescing into this, all of these birds can be coalescing into this uber bird that is your manifestation, or your doubts and fears can be making this uber bird collapse into its disparate parts, never to be seen again. And it's up to you. And we know now why you've been doubting. We know that it's not the real you. It's not your manifestation that you're doubting. It's your subconscious being so fearful of exposing you to potential hurt that it is kind of being like, oh, don't you want this instead? Oh, don't you want this instead? Don't you want this person you don't really like as much because they're not going to hurt you as much? It's been playing tricks on you so much that this beautiful relationship that you really want is starting to actually look less attractive to you, to your conscious mind. So you, pile number 3, you have this beautiful moment of really looking at yourself and accepting every single thing as true that is true about your conscious and your subconscious mind. And you get to choose. Are you going to coalesce this bird, just this mass of birds into this uber bird that is your manifestation? Or are you going to choose not to have it and let it collapse into this huge flock of birds that then just flows away, and all the little birds leave, and they are never, ever going to have another chance to coalesce again because they have given up. Not that I want to be dismal but this is what the subconscious does. It plays tricks on us because it wants to keep us safe, and it doesn't know the best way to keep us safe like our conscious mind does, because our conscious mind we know what we want. We know what we want. And we just have to deal with our fears in any way we can and change them, change our subconscious, and manifest what we want. These two cards are these little figures are the embodiment of your manifestation power. Everything is possible for you. You know what this looks like? This looks like lava, a lava flow, doesn't it? You are so powerful. You're cracking open yourself, and you're seeing the real you, your subconscious, flowing through, and you are able to control it. Pile number 3. That is it. That is your love reading. Everything is possible to you. Everything is possible to you. You just have to decide what you want. There's a great quote by Neville Goddard, that says, "You are already that which you wish to be, and it's only your refusal to believe it that keeps you from being it, that keeps you from seeing it, I mean. You are already that which you wish to be, and it's only your refusal to believe it that keeps you from seeing it." I don't think I had that perfectly, but it's close enough to get the point across. So I'm leaving you with that, and I'm so happy that you joined me for this reading. Such lovely readings, all 3 readings, and all 3 piles in each reading. So thank you so much for joining me. I thank you for all your likes, your shares, and your comments. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future readings. And I know I will see you very soon. Bye for now.